this 14-team playoff. 3 automatic bids for the SEC, 3 automatic bids for the Big 10, 2 for the Big 12, 2 for the ACC, 1 for a group of 5, and then 3 at-large bids. What do you like and not like about this potential 14-team playoff?
Okay, what I don't like is I just don't like an expanded playoff in general. But that ship has sailed. That cat's out of the bag. That thing went out of the bag with 12. This, believe it or not, guys, as much as I'm against playoff expansion, this could save college football. Because I think an arbitrary expansion with a bunch of at-large teams will kill the sport. It'll kill the regular season. It'll kill conference championship weekend, things we hold so dear about the sport. Here's why these auto bids are a thing. Notice what they said, guys. They said 3 for the SEC, 3 for the Big 10, 2 for the Big 12, 2 for the ACC, 1 for the group of 5, and then 3 at-large bids. Now, why are they doing that, Dave?
You want
to know why?
I want to know why you think why.
The SEC and the Big 10 are so far from done expanding, it's not even close. Here's
so they're saying so they're saying 3. I thought they were saying 3 because they're just better conferences. Are you saying they're saying 3 because they're going to get bigger?
I think they're each going to get to 24 teams.
Whoa.
And here's what I think here's what I think they're going to do. I think the SEC and the Big 10 are both going to do this. They'll either get to 20 or 24 teams. And here's what they're going to do. They're going to create conferences within their conference. Okay? So the conferences within the conference, they will want those conferences within the conference, the champions of those mini conferences, to get automatic bids.
Can we call them divisions just to make it a little more simpler?
Sure, we'll call them divisions. Here's what they want to do. And this is going to save everything about college football. Let's say they both go to 20. I think they might go to 20. Okay, let's say they go to 20. SEC and Big 10 each have 10 teams, 2 divisions, 20 teams. Fair enough?
Wait, they're both at 16 right now?
Big 10's at 18. SEC's at 16.
Okay.
So let's say they both go to 20. 10 teams, 2 divisions. They want the 2 division champions to get automatic bids, period, end of story.
And then a third. Okay.
And then a third at large. Yes. And that places value back. And here's why that's so great. That puts value back on the regular season because you really need to win your division, right? Because it's limited for an at-large spot. And you really need to win it.
This is why I love working with Caleb. I think this is so incredibly insightful. I never would have thought of it from that angle. And nowadays, that would have sounded outlandish 10 years ago, but it sounds like it's about routine nowadays with the way things are changing. I'll tell you what I like about it. The show represented by Banks and Jones. I'll tell you what I really, really like about it in 30 seconds. Hey, Banks and Jones? Well, it's because they're Tennessee's trial attorney. You can play to win with Banks and Jones because they'll go to trial. You've heard of other lawyers. They say they'll go to trial and fight for you. They won't. They just want to settle. That's the easiest way out. Well, that's not Banks and Jones, led by T. Scott Jones. They won't settle. They'll go to trial for you. Tennessee's trial attorney. They play to win. Truly, Tennessee's trial attorney when it comes to criminal defense or personal injury. Why settle? It's Banks and Jones. T. Scott Jones. BanksandJones.com. I really like it because it's transparent. It's basically telling the country that the SEC and Big 10 deserve more teams in the playoffs because they are better conferences, and it's transparent instead of having that college football playoff committee show where Alabama's ahead of Tennessee because of this, or Florida State's not making it because of this. And I feel like they're lying to us half the time on that show, no matter what the topic is. I just like it because it's transparent and I know going in what it's going to be. I like the fact also the way you broke it down. Now, we don't know that that's going to be the case, but you would have debate in the Big 10, in the SEC. So you wouldn't you wouldn't have just one debate for at-larges. You would have debates across the board, and I really, really like that.
Yeah, exactly. So it would actually bring back value to these non-conference games too. Within the divisions, interdivisional games, and SEC versus Big Ten, those are going to be factors for those final at-large bids. So they'll still have value too. You see what I'm saying? Now here's the
Yes.
way here's the really hot take in the way I would format the playoff. The most obvious way to do it with 14 is that the top 2 get a bye, and then you just have the next 12 play the first round. And so that way you would get to, you see what I'm saying? Like right now, the
Yes.
top 4. I would do something radically different. I would do it like the SEC tournament now. The top 4 get a double bye. And then
That concerns me, Caleb, because football is such a physical sport. I feel like that would be giving one team an unfair advantage to have 2 less games.
I think here's why they're doing what they're doing. They want to bring the incentive back to the conference championship games. I think the double buys should be reserved for the conference champions. That puts so much incentive to win your conference at that point, which I think that should carry some serious weight. I think winning your conference should carry some serious reward. And so a double buy puts so much incentive on winning your conference that, quite honestly, I'm a huge fan of that. And I think all 5 conference champions that would get in should at least get a single bye. None of them should play on the first day.
Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate, and I like this format because it's transparent, because of what it can do with the different divisions within a conference that you brought up. By the way, new listeners, if you don't care, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate it. Bring more people in. But I'm going to play devil's advocate. You said that conference championship games won't mean anything. Well, if a conference is guaranteed to get 3 in, then that game really means nothing, because both teams are going to make the college football playoff for sure, right?
No, it means more if you do my suggestion of the double bye. That game means a lot then. Because you're not just playing. Now, you still might get a bye if you win. If you lose your conference championship game, but there's a chance you have to play 2 extra games, not just 1. That's a huge incentive to win your conference at that point.
And that's
a
too
gigantic
much
incentive. I'm sorry. That is how you save college football's conference championship weekend. Love it. I'm telling you. Here's the way I would do it. I would do it like this. Because remember this. You still might get a single bye, because double bye, like, say you lose your conference championship game, that team that won it still may only get 1 more game than you, because you could get a single bye. You have single buys, double buys, and then no buys.
So would the double buys be called bye-byes?
It's what the SEC tournament does right now. The top 4 teams in the SEC basketball tournament don't play till Friday. The second best, I want to say 6 teams, play on Thursday. So here, the way you do it is this: 4 teams get a bye-bye. Yeah. 4 teams get a bye-bye. Double bye. Love it. Love the way you said it. 4 teams get a double bye. 6 teams get a single bye. Okay. And then the last 4 in have to play a play-in weekend. Tell me that's not awesome. A play-in weekend.
I think you've made it. I like simple and transparent. I think you've made it a little complicated.
This is the best way to make sure that every single game matters no matter what. This is the best way to maximize the value of the games. Dave, I don't care about it being fair. I care about every game mattering. And my way here's the way. I just found a way that everybody who loves college football can have their cake and eat it too. And I just discovered this, guys, because I'm a genius. Okay. What are the things people love the most about college football? Let's name them all out real quick.
Caleb, that's what I love the most about college football, because he's a genius.
Thank you. You want to be incentivized to win every game, right? You want to be incentivized to play hard to win every game. Is that fair?
Yes.
Some people want a playoff because they want the idea of an expanded playoff because they think it'll be fun, and they want every team to have a shot. Is that fair? They don't want teams to just get iced out, right?
Yes.
But other people, myself, want the regular season to be the most valuable regular season in any sport.
Yes.
And other people want conference championship weekend to matter, which is you.
Should be me. Yes.
My method does all of that. It does all of it. It literally covers all of it. Who cares if it's fair? It gives you so much to play for every week. It brings back the regular season. Make the regular season great again. Make conference championship weekend great again. Dave, I'm with you. I love conference championship weekend. I'm trying to save it for you so you can enjoy it.
It'd be huge. By the way, Kaylin says, how does your head fit in the camera? LOL. Going to have to slide that chair back. I agree with you. Kaylin,